long AI, short AI, regardless, we've got you covered today on the stock. I'm your host, Xavier from the Dealing Desk. I'm joined by Matt, Head of Client. Matt, tell me, what is the stock?
G'day Xavier, thanks for having us back again. The stock I'm watching today is SpaceX, ticker code SPCX. It reports its first ever earnings as a public company tomorrow after the bell, and it's come at a brutal time for the stock. The stock IPO'd around mid-June at $135 and shot up to a high of $225, but was trading at an all-time low, more than 50% off its highs yesterday at $105. Wall Street's expecting earnings of around $6.8 billion, which is solid growth over the prior quarter. But the real story isn't the top line, it's the spending. It's not just a rocket company anymore, SpaceX. Since folding in XAI and X into SpaceX, it's become space, Starlink, and AI all in one. And the AI arm alone is burning through more cash than the other two. Analysts estimate CapEx to triple by 2028 and debt to increase fivefold over that time. And even if the numbers look good, there's another potential headwind for the stock in just 2 days' time. On August 6th, the IPO lockup expires, which will free up more than triple the current tradable float. So it's not just an earnings story, it's a spending and supply story. What's your stock you're watching this week, Xavier?
Well, building off, I guess, as we've just seen AI, obviously the forefront of everyone's mind. So I was trying to think, okay, how can someone actually get exposure to being short AI? If you're just a share trading account and you can only go long, obviously it's very easy to go long AI by just picking one of those tech stocks. But in terms of going short, I was looking at SOX.P, which is Direxion's daily semiconductor bear 3 times. It's a bit of a complicated one to explain exactly how it works, so definitely one to do own research on. But essentially,
It's quite the name.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of trying to perform 3 times the movement of a certain semiconductor index. And obviously, semiconductors, the backbone of the hardware required for AI. So it's definitely more of a shorter term trade just because it does have that leveraged element. But I just thought, it's one of those ones where when, potentially the time does come that, either the AI bubble bursts or, at least the foot comes off the accelerator, that will be one that, that's a way that I can get exposure to that kind of short AI play. And of course, it wouldn't really be possible to talk about SpaceX or Tesla without talking about the head, Elon Musk. Do you think at this point, there's public opinion, people feel strongly about him one way or the other. Do you think at this point he's maybe more of an asset or a liability to these stocks?
Yeah, he's a divisive character, Elon, and he tends to go through periods where his popularity rises and then he has periods where he's not quite as popular. I think one of those times is at the moment, if you also factor in the decline in the share price of Tesla over the last couple of months as well. There is a bit of a view forming in some people's opinion that he overpromises and under-delivers. You had the $1 million worth of robo-taxis a few years back, which didn't happen, and some of the targets that he's set at Tesla and SpaceX he's not hitting. So I think some people in the market tend to discount what he says sometimes. I think that might talk to what you're speaking about there.
That's all the time we have, but for all things stock, news and trading, head to ig.com/au or follow our socials.